Gender reveal parties have been responsible for countless tragedies at this point. You're pretty much playing Russian roulette with your life each time you attend one. You'd probably have better survival rates if you just drove your car down the wrong side of the highway than if you attended one of these parties, because they've been responsible for stuff like massive wildfires, planes crashing and burning, cars exploding, and someone even blew somebody up with an antique cannon, all for the sake of revealing the baby's genitalia to a group of people who could care less. And the real kicker is that these parties started out as just harmless fun for the family, you know? Get grandma to cut the cake open, it's either pink or blue, everybody goes hoopla! And then they celebrate into the evening. Or maybe they'll even pop a balloon that has blue or pink confetti in it. Just something real silly and harmless like that. But just like with everything humanity does, it eventually turns to shit, and it just devolves into this madness of dumb people doing dumb things. And that's what I wanted to show you today, just some real goofballs and their terrible ideas for gender reveal parties. So let's go ahead and start with this one I seen on Reddit this morning. So this video comes straight out of Brazil, and these ecosystem terrorists decided it'd be a good idea to turn an entire waterfall, and as a result, the entire river blue, just to announce that their baby's gonna have a penis. I'm convinced that all of these gender reveal parties gone wrong are just hosted by Neanderthals who haven't received the modern day human update. They just still bang stick on rock and just think that their actions don't have consequences, because there's no other way to explain the stupidity that is on our screen right now. Also, I'm curious, how did they get up there to turn the water blue? Did someone climb all the way up to the tippity top of that and then like let a smoke bomb or two off? Or just how did they die in the first place? That's my main question, because that's a lot of blue. They had to have dumped like a couple buckets of paint in there. Maybe they did a lot of spray paint. Maybe they like killed some smurfs and like squished their life force out in the water. I don't know, but whatever they did, that water is very blue. And I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that the blue dye here isn't exactly ecosystem friendly. So they're pretty much just carpet bombing this entire rainforest here, giving all the animals that live in it and the animals surrounding it a death sentence. But it was definitely worth it to have this neat little internet video to post on Facebook and share to their whole family, as well as to flex to the friends and family that are at the gathering that, hey, we turned this waterfall blue. That's pretty cool. So all you animals, you're not gonna die in vain. You're practically heroes. You're gonna be saluted and remembered for decades to come for your sacrifice. They're dying so that clout can live. It's poetic. Damn near brings a tear to my eye. So now let's go ahead and look at some more biblical disasters in the form of gender reveal parties thrown by troglodytes. So I'm sure you've seen this clip. It's the one that started an Arizona wildfire. But basically the premise is that they're going to shoot this thing and it's going to explode either blue or pink, depending on what the gender is. Oh, it was blue and also fire. That must mean it's the son of Satan. Man, I could just see the goofball behind the camera here, lined up with their gun, just, you know, expecting nothing bad to happen when you're in a dry climate like Arizona, shooting in a field full of dry grass. And you're shooting an explosive target? The lack of brain cells. Dear God. Now this footage here is when a car explodes because of one of these parties. There's no sound, so I'm gonna make some music on my desk for you. Balls. Taint. Bald men. Children at Disney World deserve to die. You should be feeling pretty good about yourself at this point in the video because you're not dumb enough to do something like this. But anyways, the other things, the other gender reveal disasters I talked about, like the cannon exploding and killing some guy, there's no video footage of that. Well, though there is, but the cops and stuff haven't released it. They're using it for the investigation, you know, deciding if they want to press charges on the man who owned the antique cannon and decided to fire it off to announce the gender of his upcoming child. Like, you're not in the Civil War, dude. You don't have to fire these cannons anymore. I just don't understand the thought process behind that one. It's like, yeah, let me whip out my antique cannon, put some gunpowder in, then put some colorful powder in as well, and then launch this sucker off with all my friends in the backyard of my suburban home. Surely nothing bad could happen here, right? Oh, whoops. I hit my friend with some shrapnel, and now he's dead. Yeah, you goofball. People tend to die when you launch off a cannon. I think that's kind of what they were designed for. But moving past medieval times, there was another example I brought up about airplanes crashing due to these gender reveal parties. And there are photos of that, no videos, but I'm not going to show it because people did die in those circumstances as well. Just very sad that people are losing their lives over these silly little parties just to say what a gender of a baby is going to be. Like, nobody at these parties cares. They're just there to show support and get some cake and food. They could care less what gender your baby's going to be. You're the only one that cares, so just keep it to yourself, you know? Make a colorful cake, make some colorful cookies. Don't make people die just because of your womb goblin. Anyways, this is the last video I wanted to show you pertaining to gender reveal parties. It's pretty, you know, extreme circumstances. They're using an alligator to reveal the gender of a baby in Florida, which this is the most Florida video ever. But this being in Florida as well, these are experts here. They've grew up around alligators and stuff, so they know exactly how to handle them. They're pretty much like dogs down there, so you can see they use that to announce that it's a boy. This is probably literally a house pet, this alligator is. Because they're literally just handling it like it's its buddy. Like they've named this thing. So that house pet there helping them out with the gender reveal party is an example of an extreme yet harmless example of a gender reveal party. Florida people are experts with this, so nothing could have went wrong. Even if the alligator did go AWOL and start attacking people, they could handle it. You've seen stories of Florida men. They're absolutely crazy. They can achieve feats thought impossible except only by superheroes, but they can get it done. Just give them some crack, some meth, and anything's possible. Anyways, that's it for this one. I just wanted to make a video all about these horrible gender reveal parties because it seems like they keep one-upping themselves in stupidity each time you see one pop up on the internet. I'm half expecting the next one I see to be like setting a bottle on top of their friend's head filled up with either blue or pink dust, and then they try to shoot it off their head and end up killing their friend. Honestly, that would not surprise me if I seen that, but until that happens, I'll catch you in the next one.